All right, everybody, welcome back to another video. It is Sugar Rush Saturday, and we are back with the original Sugar Rush here. No more of the Sugar Rush Xmas. New year, same old game. Bigger wins. That's the goal. New year, same game, bigger wins. We're going to see if we can spin our way into a big bonus here using the free gold coins that we get over at stake.us every single day. Sugar Rush over the holiday was sort of up and down, but overall, pretty good time over in Sugar Rush Xmas, but good to be back with the OG here. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I know at least one of you loves Sugar Rush Saturday because you mentioned it while I was literally in the middle of recording another video, and I think I even mentioned it during that video. I think it's the Blackjack video. So Stephanie loves Sugar Rush Saturday. She says it's her favorite. So good news for you, Stephanie. This is not going anywhere. We're never changing Sugar Rush Saturday. We'll talk about it maybe after we get our first max win on it, but even then it'll probably stick around because it is a fun game to play and it is a hugely popular video for people to come watch. So it is one of the main draws that gets people over here to the channel. So that alone means it'll probably never go anywhere, at least until further notice. Got our last 3 spins here, so while we're finishing up our spins, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below if you are not yet subscribed. Still, the vast majority of the people who watch this channel are still not yet subscribed, and we're getting more new and new viewers every single day. So welcome to the video if this is your first time here. We're going to start off with a 5,000 coin bonus buy here. If this is your first time, please note these are not real money. These are free gold coins. There's no real currency involved. We get our first 4 scatter bonus of the day. Might be our last, might be the first of many. Only time will tell, but it does give us 2 extra spins. Which is good because they were both dead spins and it gets that out of the way. Now we can move on to the really good connections. Apparently the game was listening. I said we can move on to the really good connections. Thank you. That does give us purple bears. Yes, it sure does. All right, so it looks like the bottom right is what we're focusing on at the moment here, which is sort of that whole right side in general. Hopefully we can just continue getting hits over there unless we're going to get the extra spins from a retrigger. That is a lot of gumballs on the screen that hit 0 multipliers. That is a real waste of top symbol. But it's good to know that the game has it in it, and maybe we can bring it back later. There we go. We get some red bears maybe drop in. No red bears at all, but the left side's now looking pretty good. We have 3 spins left to go. Both sides are opened up, nothing in the middle. Third scatter would have been great. This is a good screen to be able to get the extra spins on. Lots of hearts on the top left. That's going to give us our win. 6,400 on the spin alone is a profit. 79.02 and 1/2 coin overall. Definitely a profit win. More often than not, I have noticed as time's gone by that a lot of times we get saved by a single element on the screen. It's almost usually the hearts, which is sort of interesting that time and time again that's been the symbol that saved us. Okay, good. We got connections going on. We do at least get 1 tumble. Any more would be appreciated, but I don't see it happening. Can we get a star? Nope, we get purple bears, now a star. It's already 2 more tumbles than I thought. So again, we're sort of on the right side of the screen here. Red bears, no red bears. 1 too many down on the red bear. But we do purple, we get hearts, we get gold. We get connections all over the place on that screen. Do that one nice 16x right there. That's the place to hit if we're going to do it in the last 2 spins here. Unless, of course, we get some sort of ridiculous extra spins or something. That would also help. But final spin, not a dead spin. It's not going to be a huge one, but it's not a dead spin, which for us is huge. 872.50 really makes up for that last win that we just had. Let's go ahead and go to a 6,000 coin bonus by a level here. See if we get another 4 or 5. I mean, I would love to have a 7 scatter just because I've never actually seen it happen. I know I'm asking for an awful lot. Doesn't mean it's going to even win. Doesn't guarantee any sort of, hits or wins or whatever. I just want to see 7 scatters happen on a bonus. I think we once, many months ago, had a 5 scatter retrigger, but I don't think I've ever seen a 5 scatter spin in or better. I would definitely love just to experience having a 7 scatter. It's like when I go out to real casinos, I play table games more than I play slots. Although I will occasionally still play slots because sometimes you just need a break. You need to give your brain a minute off from what you're doing. And I told somebody while I was sitting at a table, I said, I don't even need to be the one that wins the top, hand, and the big jackpot hand. I just want to be here when it happens. Like, I just want to be able to say I saw it happen so I know it's possible. And sure enough, some time ago, I was playing a game called Texas Shootout, which, if you're not familiar with it, is basically Texas Hold'em, except you get 4 cards in your hand, and you get to keep your 2 down cards and discard the 2 that you don't want. So it really sort of helps you sort of move the game odds in your favor. The downside is if you tie the dealer wins and you lose your hand. And that's where the casino edge comes from, in case you're wondering how they tip things in their favor. But because they play with 6 decks at once, the top prize is 5 of the same card in the same suit in one hand, which is like nearly impossible. It pays 1,000 to 1 if you actually hit it. I figured the odds of that ever happening were pretty slim. Sure enough, I sat there with a whole table full of people, and I don't remember the person's name. I want to say it's Ron, maybe, or Rob, or Rod, or something with an R, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, he was sitting off in the corner. We're all just sort of playing our game, and all of a sudden, 3 9 of a clubs came up on the board. He had a pair of 9 of clubs in his hand, and he won the jackpot on a $10 bet. So he won a $10,000 jackpot on that. Which, again, I'm just happy to see it happen, just like I was happy to see that 879 coin profit happen on that bonus spin that we just did. It was just sort of fun to be at the table when it happened. We all celebrated. And the best part is they have what they call an envy pay. So if you're there while someone else hits the jackpot and you're in that hand, you get paid a smaller amount because you're envious of them winning, is the theory behind it. So they pay you a smaller amount of money because of the envy pay for him winning the big bonus. And the envy pay for that, the rest of us, all 5 other people playing, each won a $1,000 envy pay just for sitting there and playing when it happened, which is always cool when stuff like that happens. So not only did I get to see the big win and I got to see the hand to see that it's even possible to happen, but as it turns out, I got paid for watching it happen, which is even better. So that's my little story there. I mean, I would stop and tell you other things that are going on the screen, but nothing's happening in these bonus buys, so I was able to continue with my story there. I'm going to go up to a 7,000 coin bonus buy here because this is just embarrassing so far. But yeah, so Texas Shootout has quickly become one of my favorites. It's also the least expensive game to play at that casino, and probably the most fun because you have the most control over what cards you have in your hand. So if you get a chance to play it and you like those sort of games, highly recommend that one. If you can find it. But once again, don't take my advice for anything. 100% not giving financial advice. Don't gamble unless you want to gamble responsibly. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. And please do so legally and responsibly as you do in real life with your own real money. Just don't come after me if you go out gambling and you lose, because that's what gambling is. Gambling is you're probably going to lose. So don't blame me. I didn't tell you to do it. There we go. I think I covered my own butt enough. Finally get a good connection up here. We've only got 3 spins left to go. Could really use some extra spins, try to make up for some of these. There's 2 scatters just teasing us. And nothing going on. So let's do one more at 8,000. And then we'll probably end up just doing an all-in at the end here, unless this one goes crazy. Not exactly a triumphant return to Sugar Rush, but it's been a little while, so the game's probably a little rusty. Kind of forgot who we were and what we're doing, so hopefully next time we come back, it'll remember us and it'll treat us nicely. I appreciate any hospitality that Sugar Rush wants to show us. It's some pretty good tumbles here. I don't expect it to continue forever, but, you know, they're always good when it happens. All right, 5 spins left to go. We're halfway through the bonus. It's not a bad looking screen. Definitely could use some good hits up top there. Don't necessarily need to fill in the bottom, but if you're going to, by all means, go ahead and do it. Just don't waste all of the multipliers up top that we've opened. There we go. That's what I mean. And just don't forget to put the wins up top too. Okay, those are so it was 3 16x's next to each other. And now one of them's a 32x. We have 2 spins left to go. Just need one really good hit here. That might be enough to do it. No, we just missed the really good multiplier. So final spin. There we go. That's going to be a good hit. Not enough to put us into a profit though, but enough to get us pretty close. Gives us 18,994 overall. We're just going to go ahead and do an all-in here at 16,000 coins. And I said 16,000. Thank you. If I knew how to click the mouse, that would work. And we do only get the 3 scatters, but we haven't had a retrigger yet, so there's a pretty good candidate. If it's going to happen, it'll happen here. That does give us a lot of purple and a lot more red. All right. Open it up with a good amount of multipliers on the first spin here. Now, please just don't waste it for the rest of the spins. Just don't go cold immediately. Just do dead spin after dead spin, as you tend to do, Sugar Rush. It's almost like we've played this game before. There we go. We get some red. I don't think we're going to get stars, but maybe? Nope, no stars. All right. That is a lot of hearts. A lot of red bears. That's 11,000 alone on the red bears. It does put us into a profit. We're at 19,000 and counting with 3 spins left to go. So, good way to finish up the video here. Again, if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to like the video. Let me know in the comments what game you want to see me play. Let's see if we can knock it out of the park here. We have those last 32 X's all next to each other, and not one of them connects because the last spin's a dead spin, but it's also a good way to finish out. Appreciate you watching. And I know I don't ever say this before, but right now on the screen should be popping up with a recommended video for you. So if you haven't seen that one before, give it a look. YouTube thinks you're going to like it. I'll see you in the next one.